Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Shola's Mentorship Blueprint, the podcast that empowers emerging leaders like you to rise with confidence, clarity, and impact. I remain your host today, Olushola Udubanjo, a registered nurse, chartered manager, and a mentor. And today's episode is going to challenge one of the biggest misconceptions about leadership: professionalism. Have you ever been told, dress for the job you want, not the job you have? Now, why that advice isn't wrong, it's incomplete. Professionalism is so much more than a sharp suit or an iron blouse. It's about your mindset, your behavior, and especially how you treat and engage with people. So today, we're diving into real professionalism, how emerging leaders can cultivate it from the inside out. Now, let's start with what most people associate with professionalism: appearance. Now, there's no denying that the way you dress matters. Your appearance can influence first impression. It can also show that you respect your environment and take your role seriously. But dressing well isn't the core of professionalism. It's a surface level signal. And if your behavior doesn't match it, it won't matter how crisp your outfit is. Professionalism isn't about wearing a suit, it's about suiting up your attitude. Let me give you an example. I've worked with people who wore jeans and hoodies every day, but they were some of the most professional individuals in the room. Why? Because they showed up prepared, communicated with respect, delivered on promises, and treated everyone, regardless of your rank or role, with dignity. So here's the first leadership lesson for today. Professionalism starts with how you carry yourself, not just how you dress yourself. Now, let's break this down into some key components of real professionalism, especially for those stepping into leadership. Number one, respect in communication. Do you speak to others, not just your boss though, but your colleagues, your junior colleagues, your clients, your interns, your students? Are you mindful? Do you listen actively? Do you wait your turn and respond, not just react? Emerging leaders often think leadership is about being the loudest voice in the room. It's not. It's about being the voice people trust, and that trust comes from how you speak. Two, follow through and accountability. If you say you're going to do something, do it. And if circumstances change and you're unable to do it, just be transparent and let people know. Professionalism shows up in being on time, delivering on deadlines, and owning your own mistake. That's leadership. A leader who misses deadlines but wear a really expensive suit is less professional than the quiet intern who always deliver what they promise, or a junior colleague who delivers what they've promised. Number three, emotional intelligence. Your ability to manage your emotions and respond to others with empathy and maturity is professionalism. Losing your temper, gossiping, or making passive aggressive comments, that's not it. That's not professionalism. Four, boundaries and self awareness. Professionalism also means knowing your limits and communicating clearly. You don't need to pretend to know everything. Ask for help. And I think this is where we also get it wrong as experienced leaders. There is no shame in asking for help. Admit when you're unsure. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Now, professionalism in difficult moments. Professionalism really gets tested when things get tough. Does that resonate with anyone listening to me? When there's conflict, when the pressure is high, or when you're being treated unfairly, how do you respond? Let's say a team member misses a deadline and you're so frustrated about it. Do you, one, snap at them in a meeting? Two, passive aggressively mention it in front of others? Three, schedule a one-to-one conversation, express your concern respectfully, and ask how you can support them moving forward. Out of that three, what one will you do? Now, a professional leader will choose the third one, the one that schedules a one-to-one conversation, express concern respectfully, and I'm emphasizing on that respectfully, and ask how you can support them moving forward. Being professional doesn't mean you're being perfect. It means showing grace under pressure. It means modeling maturity. The way you handle tense moments says more about your leadership. So here's a tip. The higher you rise, the calmer you need to be. Is someone smiling there? Professionalism, it's been the thermostat, not the thermometer. I actually saw this somewhere, which really amused me. You set the temperature in the room. You don't react to it. Professionalism shows up most clearly when no one is watching. As an emerging leader, people are watching you, even if you don't think they are, and how you treat people speaks volume about the kind of leader you're becoming. How do you treat people? Here's a test to real leadership character. How do you treat people that you think cannot do anything for you? Like the cleaner, the receptionist, the delivery man, delivery driver, young colleagues? Are you warm to them? Are you respectful? Do you acknowledge them, or do you just walk past? Professionalism shows up most clearly when no one is watching. As an emerging leader, people are watching you, even if you don't think they are, and how you treat people speaks volume about the kind of leader you're becoming. Leadership is not just about results, it's about relationship. All right, let's get practical here. Here are 5 ways you can elevate your professionalism starting today. Be consistent. That's number 1. Do what you say you would do without excuses. And if you are unable to deliver, be transparent. Number 2, respond, don't react. Pause a bit, breathe, and choose your words carefully. Number 3, practice kind assertiveness. Speak up, but don't speak down. Number 4, treat everyone with dignity, irrespective of the person's level, especially those behind the scene. Number 5, look within, not just without. Focus on who you are, not just how you look. As you grow in your career, remember this. Professionalism isn't a performance, it's a practice, and it starts with how you treat people, how you show up every day. Emerging leaders like you have the power to redefine professionalism, not as something stiff, but as something real, relational, and deeply human. Let's change the norm. Let's change the way people perceive professionalism. We all talk about professionalism, but do we actually practice it? For some leaders, it's like a tick box. But for emerging leaders, we can't continue with the same old practice. Let us actually practice what we preach, and let's practice it sincerely. Now, this brings us to the end of another episode. Thank you for tuning in to Shola's Mentorship Podcast. If this episode spoke to you, share it with a friend or a colleague, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a mentoring moment. Until next time, keep showing up with purpose, integrity, and lead professionally. Take care. Bye.